Namaste, you're on the Nation at 5. I'm Anand Narsimhan and we're coming to you live here from the newsroom at CNN News 18. Big news coming through at this point, right at the top of this Friday edition of the Nation at 5. The MEA officially has objected to the US ambassador to Pakistan, David Blome's visit to Pak-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, and more importantly, terming that region as Azad Jammu and Kashmir. The MEA has also raised its objections and continues to maintain its concerns on the US delivery or upgrade of the F-16s to the Pakistanis. But this is what Arindam Bagchi had to say.
As regards the U.S. ambassador to Pakistan, his recent visit and his comments to Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, let me just confirm that yes, our objection to the visit and meetings in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir by the U.S. ambassador to Pakistan has been conveyed to the U.S. side.
So the objections have been conveyed to the US side is what Arindam Bagchi says, but what has been the US response? That's the bigger question, Abhishek Jha, because this seems to be done deliberately. It's not possible that a US ambassador to Pakistan did not know the sensitivity to the utterances that he makes and the references that he makes, and the fact that he is present on territory that is deemed sovereign Indian soil.
Of course, Anand, and when this statement was made, this was on 2nd of October when India was celebrating birthday of Mahatma Gandhi. And during that time only, the US ambassador in Pakistan, he was visiting that Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir area, where in his tweets, he referred that area as Azad Kashmir. So clearly, this is a statement that did not go down well in Indian diplomats community, and the objection on this statement made by the ambassador of USA in Pakistan has been clearly conveyed to the USA side. That is the latest that our MEA spokesperson Arindam Bagchi has conveyed to us. Not only that, India has also conveyed its objection on latest allotment or sanctions amount for the sustainability of F-16 fighter jets that Pakistan has. And that issue has also been raised to the USA side, because we know that those F-16s were actually deployed against Indian Air Forces during Balakot time. And in that context, it becomes really important because USA has maintained that these F-16s are being provided to Pakistan for only counter-terrorism effort. But India has clearly punctured that USA narrative, where it has clearly told them that, look, F-16s were last deployed against India, and there is no way that F-16 have been deployed against counter-terrorism operations. So there should be something that USA side.
The External Affairs Minister, S. Jaishankar himself, not taking kindly and also calling it that it's laughable that somebody would believe an explanation like that it's for counter-terrorism operations. Interestingly, the $1.1 billion dole out from the IMF, around $8.2 million a huge amount, a significant amount is going, $800 million is going towards the payment of these refurbishment and the upgrade itself of the F-16s. So it's going back into the US kitty. But the other aspect, Abhishek, is the US side response to India's objections. Has there been a retraction yet? What has the US side said to India's objections?
Anand, if you could come again with your question, please.
What has been the US side's response to India raising objections? Has it indicated to Ambassador Blome that he must retract his statement? Will US retract that statement?
Clearly, the objection that Indian side has been conveyed to the USA through the proper diplomatic channel, and this has happened just on the heels of External Affairs Jaishankar's visit to USA. So clearly, this is something that shouldn't have happened in the diplomatic circle of India and USA. But the USA side's response is yet to come. At least that is something that we have not been told yet. But India has clearly maintained its stance that the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir remains Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and there is no way a country which has a friendly and strategic ties with India and its senior diplomat can call that area as Azad Kashmir.
Well, thank you for your inputs, Abhishek. Moving on, and big news coming through, and this is on the massive drugs crackdown that is happening pan-India, especially along our western coastline, ladies and gentlemen. Drugs worth 1,000 crore rupees have been seized from an Iranian boat by the Indian Navy. 4 Iranians and 2 Pakistani nationals have been taken into custody. The smugglers and the drugs have been handed over to the narcotics department. This is as per the Navy sources. Anvit now joining us live with more details. Anvit, where was this drug haul made and what is the nature of the drugs?
So Anand, there are two separate operations, both done by the Narcotics Control Bureau and the Indian Navy. Both these operations have led to massive recovery of drugs. In fact, the first operation is from Mumbai, where from a residential complex, 6 persons were arrested and 60 kg MDMA has been recovered, which is worth 120 crores, what the police are telling us right now. The figure is 120 crores, 60 kg MDMA. This has been recovered from Mumbai in a joint operation by the NCB and Navy. Now 6 persons have been arrested in this. All 6 of them have been identified as Indians. They have all been taken into custody, and now their interrogation is underway, whether to find out what were the sources of these drugs and whether to find out where were these to be supplied. In another major operation which was done in the international waters, this was in Kochi, where the
yeah, please complete. Yeah, the Kochi operation.
So in Kochi, the drugs that have been recovered are 200 kg. This is heroin, is what the police are telling us. This is also a joint operation by the NCB and Navy, and the value of the drugs that have been recovered is 200 crores. This is what they have come on record and said. And the 6 persons who have been arrested, they are all foreigners. These persons in this operation are not Indian residents. Their antecedents are yet to be verified, but what we are getting from sources is that 4 of them could be Iranis, while 2 of them are Pakistani nationals. This is what we are getting. So these are the 2 main big operations that have taken place by NCB
so the first
and
operation
Navy.
That we've
and
now this 200 kilograms of heroin. What is the worth of the 200 kilograms of heroin that's been caught off Kochi coast, where these foreign nationals are involved?
Correct. See, the police have said that they have detained these 6 men. Now, they were intercepted on a boat in the international waters. From the boat, the 200 kg heroin has been recovered. Police are trying to find out where this boat was coming to and what place was this routed to. Because the main will be even we have seen in the past that this Lakshadweep Island has become the main transit area, and all these boats come from South Africa side. Even in the past, when Delhi Special Cell intercepted 2 containers, that had also been shipped from South Africa. So that has become the main route. And Indian, like you mentioned, the western coastline, it has actually become a vulnerable point, because even the DRI and NCB in the past, that the operations they have done, this area we have seen that a lot of drugs are coming in via maritime route. So this also is a big operation. Both the operations have been conducted by NCB and Navy, and
now putting
work
out the
recovery
details of the
is
second
worth more
operation
than
that you talked about, that is the NCB and the Navy working together. This is 50 kilograms of MDMA. 50 kilograms of MDMA being seized. 2 Mumbai residents have been arrested. 4 were arrested earlier from Gujarat. So again, 6 arrests, but all of them Indians in this case, with 10 kilograms of MDMA. This was the arrest that was done in Gujarat. 1 drug smuggler worked as a pilot for Air India. Now, this is quite surprising and startling, the details. So, was this pilot involved in ferrying of these drugs? That's a big question, Anvit. And you're saying 6 Indian nationals, 4 of them arrested from Gujarat with 10 kilograms of MDMA, and these 2 residents of Mumbai arrested with 50 kilograms of MDMA. What's the worth, and what was the intention? What did they intend to do with these drugs? Was it to sell in Mumbai, or was it a conduit? Were they conduits for it to be passed on somewhere else?
Yeah, see, all 6 of these persons who have been arrested, what police are saying that these people had been given different roles. While some of them were involved in distributing it further, some were responsible for fetching it from across from the international borders. Now, MDMA is a tablet, as we know. It's also known as happy pills, and is mostly used in rave parties, and is sold across India. In fact, so the police apprehension is that these drugs were to be sold in different parts of country, including Mumbai and other parts of Delhi and other states as well. Also, because the New Year's is approaching, and generally seizures increase during the end of the year, because when these parties take place, in fact, time and again many parties have been busted from Delhi and many other states. So a rise of MDMA we have seen in past few months. In fact, Delhi police recently busted a case where they had also recovered MDMA in big quantity, and all these drugs one latest trend that has surfaced is all these drugs and all these shipments that are coming from are being routed via South African countries, so that so that it can be hidden, the route can be hidden, that it is not directly coming to India. Also, it is said that all these containers that are coming in, they are randomly checked at the ports, and that is how it is. In fact, Mundra catch was also busted. When these randomly these containers were checked, in fact, including the Nhava Sheva that was busted the last month. So this catch has also been busted in a similar manner, and the route seems to be the same, which has come via South Africa. And these MDMA, police are saying right now they were to be sold in India, and various parts of India it has to be distributed.
Right. So big drug bust, ladies and gentlemen. Here on the Nation at 5, we brought you the information on heroin off the coast of Kerala and of Kochi. MDMA from Mumbai, and now a third bust, which has again happened off Mumbai at the Nhava Sheva port. And this is a cocaine drug bust that's happened. This big one, one container with 50 kilograms of cocaine has actually been seized at Nhava Sheva in Mumbai. The container came in from South Africa and it posed as a shipment of fruits. Anvit still with us with the details. Anvit, huge container, but 50 kilograms of cocaine. So is this just a small amount that's been divulged, or are they anticipating more such shipments? And was this cocaine concealed in these fruits?
Yeah, certainly. See, Anand, this is just the tip of the iceberg, what the officials are saying. This is the DRI bus, Directorate Revenue of Intelligence. We have spoken to some senior officers, and they have told CNN News 18 that searches are still on. The container was intercepted on 5th of October at the Nhava Sheva port. It was declared as a fruits container, and when this container was checked randomly, it was found that some of the containers were containing a white powdered substance. When it was sent to labs, it was found that it is cocaine. And when the searches were done, it has so far the quantity has gone to at least 50 kgs, which police are saying would be somewhere around 300 to 250 crores. But they are saying that searches are still on. The quantity can go up, because this is just the beginning, they are saying, and searches are still on. The container consists of more than 500 bags and packets, so they are all to be searched. This is only the tip of the iceberg that the police are saying, and this has been confirmed that this is cocaine, and the amount they have not come forward, but they have come forward claiming what the amount of this recovered narcotics would be, but it is suspected to be somewhere between less than 500 crores as of now.
About 500 crores worth of cocaine being part of a container of the port of Nhava Sheva, the intended market again India. Going back to the MDMA drug bust, one of them was a pilot with Air India. Do we know, was he still working, or is he...
Yes, see, he had worked with Air India as a pilot, and he had left his job some time back. He had worked for 3 to 4 years with Air India as a pilot, and then later he had left his job. Police are yet to interrogate him on what was the reasons for him leaving the job, whether or not he was employed by the syndicate, international syndicate of drugs or narcotics, and that was the reason that he started making more money out of the syndicate, and that is why he left the job, or was it there any misconduct or disciplinary action that led to him leaving that job. And also his clear role is yet to be identified. All the 6 persons who have been arrested, all of them are being said to be Indians, and their exact roles are yet to be defined by the agency, because the agency has not yet come forward or released any information on record. This is all what we are learning from our sources. This Air India pilot's role has surfaced definitely, and he will also be charged under the NDPS Act and other sections, but the role of all 6 of these individuals, NCB is yet to come forward and declare it.
Right. Anvit, thank you for your input. So 3 major drug busts that have happened in the last 48 hours off the coast on the west, along the western coastline, 2 in Mumbai and 1 off the coast of Kerala, of Kozhikode. So, and overall totaling to more than 2,000 crore. There is heroin, there is happy pills or MDMA, and of course there is cocaine. So 3 different kinds of drugs all around the western coastline. Big busts that have happened. 2 of these busts have happened in Mumbai itself. We're going to take a very, very short break. When we come back, the Gyanvapi hearing, why the petitioners don't want just carbon dating, but they have brought in the scope to any form of scientific investigation. The petitioners live with us when we come back. Stay with us.